Sensors are hardware devices that have the capability to measure an event, object, or any physical quality that is happening. Example of sensors is the heart rate of a person while jogging, the temperature of a room, brightness of a light source, and the like. That is the sensors. Sensors have the capacity to connect to other devices that can keep track of the data they are measuring. A mobile phone can be connected to a heart rate sensor to record and monitor a person's health on a weekly or monthly basis. A web application can be accessed to monitor and control the CCTV operation of a house or building. These sensors can be connected to a network in various ways as explained earlier. However, there are several types of sensors. That is the list of sensors used in automation. Number one is temperature sensor. This sensor is capable of measuring temperature as well as detecting its rise or fall. This is helpful in systems that are temperature sensitive, such as power plants and server rooms. Number two is infrared IR sensor. This sensor, often used for security purposes, detects infrared light. It is commonly used along with infrared light source. You might have seen it in movies in which a villain trying to access a restricted area would avoid crossing a series of IR sensors shown as beams of red lines. Number three is ultrasonic sensors. Ultrasonic sensors can detect sound waves such as how radars and sonars pick up sounds. A typical application is a light picture on if the owner claps his or her hands and turning on if the owner wait lang. And turning off once he or she claps again. So, ultrasonic man ni siya ang kanang pakpak nga ni ka. Basta mo na. Next is touch touch sensor. Through touch, the sensor activates itself and becomes capable of doing its function. The latest version of Samsung and Apple smartphones now have a one-touch login to access the device instead of a PIN code or a pattern. Ano siya ang touch sensors daw kuno mo kuno siya ang mo activate na sa parang ng pinduton na siya nimo sa kanang password gani nga pinduton nimo sa kamot kanilinghin. Mano siya through touch para di na ka magkuhan sa imong password pindot-pindot pa. Mga pinduton nimo. Mano siya example. Ang proximity sensor, mo siya ang sensor is able to detect objects within a certain range even if the object is not physically touching the sensor yet. It is typically used in the light fixtures of houses and buildings. Mo siya ang detect of objects within a certain range. Mo siya proximity sensor. The sixth ay pressure sensor. A pressure sensor helps determine the weight or impact of a certain object. It is normally used by manufacturing companies such as automobile companies in designing their airbag system. Siya ang pressure sensor. Siya ang helps determine the weight or impact of a certain object. Siya ang pressure sensors. The next is level sensor. This sensor can detect the level of liquids, fluids, grainy or granular materials, such as powders or etc. Level sensors are used for disaster risk management systems, such as flood monitoring system. Meron siya ang sa detect sa liquid, level of fluid, liquids. Meron siya sa liquid. Is, last is smoke or gas sensor. This sensor is used to detect the presence of dangerous fumes such as carbon monoxide caused by fire. Smoke alarms shows how this sensor works. Siya ang smoke alarms, nakadetect siya og mga dangerous fumes. Siya. Mga to sir, thank you sir. Gatay,